Boarding requested.
Bamboo 90501 radio check.
Bamboo 90501, camera and ground, roger. Reading you loud and clear.
Bamboo 90501, information Papa. Request IFR clearance to Ho Chi Minh.
I'll have your clearance in just a second. Bamboo 90501, information Papa is current. Cleared to Tansan Nhat via the Bank 1 Bravo departure, then as filed. Departure runway 20 right. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 127.9 squawk 6267.
Clear to Junction Nhất via the Bank 1 Bravo departure, then as filed. Departure runway 20 right. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 127.9 squawk 6267. Bamboo 90501.
Bamboo 90501, read back correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard Bamboo Airways Flight 9501, departing from Cam Ranh and heading to Tan Son Nhat. We're delighted to have you with us today. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to our friendly crew members. We're here to help. Thank you for choosing Bamboo Airways and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
Preparation checklist complete.
Passengers bus is coming.
We're ready to go when you are. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bin and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we'll be happy to assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
Passengers
Also,
boarding
be sure that the
starting.
aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety chart provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that we can proceed. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages you need to, but we ask that once you depart from this, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Passengers bus is coming. Passengers boarding starting.
Welcome aboard Flight 9501. Our flight time will be roughly 39 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Bamboo 90501 ready for push and start engine.
Bamboo 90501, push and start approved. Face north.
Push and start approved, facing north. Bamboo 90501.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard Bamboo Airways Flight 9501, departing from Cam Ranh and heading to Tan Son Nhat.
Before
We're
start
delighted to have
checklist,
you with
making
us
right
today.
set, takeoff
My
speed
name is
and
Astrid
thrust V1.
Hansen, your lead flight attendant,
139er
and I'm joined by our wonderful crew members,
V2
Lars,
141,
Ingrid,
flight
and
1067,
Bjorn.
degrees
Our captain
set.
today is Viet Vung
Unit
Ve.
close.
Departure checks
The first
completed.
officer is
Start
on
Bypass
before
track.
pin
start
inserted.
We
checklist
expect a
complete.
flight time of approximately 39 minutes. Now let's go over some important safety information. First, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, simply lift the buckle. In the unlikely event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards
Lock
you to
in
start
gear.
the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For your safety, this aircraft is equipped with several emergency exits. There are 2 exits located at the front, 2 over the wings, and 2 at the rear of the cabin. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you. In the event of an evacuation, follow the illuminated exit signs. Additionally, life vests are located under your seats. To use them, pull the vest out, place it over your head, and secure the straps around your waist. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. We will be cruising at an altitude of 30,000 feet, and once we reach our cruising altitude, we will be offering a selection of items from the Bamboo Airways shop. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a pleasant flight. Captain Viet Vung Ve, the cabin is ready for departure.
Exiting from editing mode. Please
Release
wait.
parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Starting engine 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Hân hạnh chào đón quý khách trên chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways, hãng hàng không của sự hiếu khách.
Welcome aboard Bamboo Airways, the airline of hospitality.
Kính thưa quý khách, vì an toàn của chuyến bay, kính mời quý khách theo dõi hướng dẫn về an toàn trên máy bay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the safety of the flight, may we have your attention for the safety demonstration?
Khi đã lên máy bay, đề nghị quý khách không hút thuốc dưới mọi hình thức.
Once on board, any type of smoking is strictly prohibited.
Các thiết bị điện tử phải được tắt nguồn hoặc chuyển sang chế độ máy bay trong suốt hành trình bay.
Electronic devices must be turned off or switched to flight mode during the flight.
Quý khách lưu ý không sạc pin các thiết bị điện tử trong quá trình máy bay lan cất và hạ cánh.
Charging electronic devices is not allowed during taxi, takeoff, and landing.
Set parking
Trong
brake.
quá trình máy bay lan cất và hạ cánh, quý khách cài dây an toàn, dựng thẳng lưng ghế, đúng bàn
Waiting your
áp, xếp gọn
confirmation
chiếc
for
ghế
a
và
good
màn hình.
engine start.
During taxi, takeoff, and landing, you are requested to fasten your seatbelt, set seatback upright,
Cockpit
secure
shroud.
tray table,
We have a good engine
footrests,
start.
and monitor.
You can
Quý
disconnect.
khách đặt hành lý trong ngăn đựng phía trên hoặc xếp gọn dưới ghế phía trước.
Carry-on luggage is requested to stow under the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers.
Không để hành lý trên lối đi, khu vực cửa thoát hiểm, dưới chân các vách ngăn và phía sau chân của quý khách.
The aisle, the exit rows, the area under fixed bulkhead, and behind your leg must be clear of any luggage.
Quý khách cài dây an toàn trong suốt thời gian bay và khi đèn hiệu cài dây an toàn được bật sang. Dây an toàn được cài như sau: cài hai đầu khóa vào nhau. Nếu vai ghế có thêm một đầu dây móc, quý khách bắt chéo dây ngang người, cài đầu móc vào khóa, kéo một đầu dây để siết chặt và mở bằng cách ấn hoặc bấm đầu khóa. Nếu quý khách đi cùng trẻ em hoặc cần dây an toàn nối dài, vui lòng liên hệ với tiếp viên hàng không để được trợ giúp. Quý khách vui lòng cài dây an toàn và để dây trong tầm nhìn để tiếp viên hàng không kiểm tra an toàn khoang khách.
Distribution of infant seatbelt or extension belt will be provided by cabin crew. Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened and visible to the
Phone
cabin crew.
disconnected.
Whenever
Bypass
seatbelt sign
pin
is
removed.
on, please fasten your seatbelt and keep it while you are seated.
Left
Your
is
safety
clear.
belt is fastened
Right
like
is
this.
clear.
Insert the metal buckle into the other for additional shoulder belt. Cross the belt in front of your body, then hook the metal buckle into the lock. Tighten by pulling the strap and unfasten by lifting the buckle or pressing on the lock.
Trường hợp mất áp suất, mặt nạ dưỡng khí sẽ rơi xuống từ phía trên ghế ngồi và trong phòng vệ sinh. Quý khách kéo mạnh mặt nạ để có dưỡng khí, đeo mặt nạ lên mũi và miệng, choàng dây qua đầu, siết chặt.
In case of decompression, oxygen mask will be released from the cabin ceiling and in the lavatory. Pull the nearest mask firmly downward to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth. Wear the plastic band over your head, then tighten it.
Quý khách hãy đeo mặt nạ cho mình trước, rồi giúp trẻ em và các hành khách
After
khác
start
cùng
checklist,
giúp đỡ.
anti-ice
Please
off
put on your
became
own
status
mask
check
first,
between
then help
27%
children
European
and anyone
after start
nearby
checklist
who may need
condition.
assistance.
Trong trường hợp thoát hiểm, hệ thống đèn chiếu
Bamboo
thoát hiểm sẽ
Niner
giúp quý khách đến hướng thoát
501
hiểm.
ready
In
to
case of
taxi.
evacuation, emergency light system will guide you to emergency exits.
Trong khoang khách có 8 cửa thoát hiểm, 2 cửa phía trước, 4 cửa ở giữa và 2 cửa phía sau. Quý khách lưu ý xác định cửa thoát hiểm gần nhất và các biển báo chỉ dẫn.
In the cabin, there are 8 exits, 2 at the front, 4 at the middle, and 2 at the rear. Please identify your nearest emergency exits with marked signs.
Áo phao được đặt dưới ghế ngồi của quý khách hoặc phía dưới bên cạnh.
Bamboo 90501, taxi to runway 20 right by Yankee 7, Whiskey 7.
Quý khách lưu ý không được làm phòng áo khi ở trong
Runway
khoang khách.
20
Life vest
right
on
via
under
Yankee
your
Yankee
seat
7
or below,
Whiskey 7.
next to your seat. When instructed by
Bamboo
cabin crews, remove it from its
90501.
location and package. Put on the life vest and secure it carefully. Do not inflate the life vest in the cabin.
Ngay tại cửa, quý khách làm phòng áo bằng cách giật mạnh thẻ nhựa hoặc thổi vào ống màu đỏ.
At exit, pull the tag firmly downwards or blow into mouthpieces to inflate it.
Trên áo phao có còi và đèn để lôi cuốn sự chú ý.
There are a whistle and a light on your vest for attracting attention.
Quý khách lưu ý chỉ sử dụng áo phao trong trường hợp khẩn cấp hoặc khi tiếp viên hàng không yêu cầu. Áo phao trẻ em sẽ được cung cấp và hướng dẫn sử dụng bởi tiếp viên hàng không.
Life vests are used in case of emergency or when
Taxi
instructed by
checklist,
cabin
flight
crew.
control check,
Infant
fast
life
setting
vest will
config.
be provided and instructed by cabin crew.
1 plus F radar
Và
and
bây giờ,
brake
quý khách đọc bản hướng
windshield
dẫn an
on
toàn được đặt
auto
trong tư ghế phía
engine
trước
mode
hoặc
select
ngang bên
normal
cạnh.
And now,
depending on
please
check
read the
button
safety
taxi
briefing card in the
checklist
seat
complete.
pocket in front of you or next to your seat.
Trân trọng cảm ơn sự theo dõi của quý khách. Chúng tôi rất mong quý khách sẽ có trải nghiệm an toàn và thú vị trên các chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways.
We thank you for your attention and we hope you have a great time on board with Bamboo Airways.
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above.
118.2 Bamboo 90501. Good day, bye bye. Bamboo 90501. We are holding short runway 20 right, ready for departure.
Bamboo 90501, Camran Tower, runway 20 right, winds 280 at 3, cleared for takeoff.
Winds 280 at 3, cleared for takeoff runway 201. 20 right, Bamboo 90501. Cabin crew, please check seats for departure.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew is taking seats for departure.
Lab checklist, takeoff
Ladies
runway
and gentlemen,
20
this is your
right,
lead flight
confirm
attendant,
Tigas
Astrid Hansen
TII,
speaking.
Box 1 and
We
2
are
on
about to
lab
begin our
checklist
departure,
begin.
so please ensure that your seat belts are fastened and your seats are in the upright position. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the flight.
Stabilize. Second. Main flag 67 set, RS runway, auto stroke. I did not check.
Bamboo 90501, contact departure.
Contact departure, Bamboo 90501, good day, bye. Good evening, departure, Bamboo 90501, with you passing 2,000 feet, complete to 4,000 feet.
Bamboo 90501, Camran departure, radar contact. Climb via the SID to flight level 140.
Climb via the SID to flight level 140, Bamboo 90501.
We are pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. Feel free to use your devices, but please ensure that they are in airplane mode. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the flight.
Connect to the Wi-Fi will be directed to a page via small key for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight communication to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live feeds to subscribers. Flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you leave on unexpected note.
Bamboo 90501, climb flight level 300.
Climbing to flight level 300, Bamboo 90501.
Bamboo 90501, contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.7.
Contacting Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.7. Bamboo 90501. Ho Chi Minh Control, Bamboo 90501, evening. Climbing past flight level 190, aiming for flight level 300.
Bamboo 90501, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified. Good evening. Japan 182, climb, flight level 360.
Japan Air 182, request flight level 150, direct VTOM.
Cathay 724, flight level 410.
Cathay 724, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified. Good evening. Bamboo Niner 501, Ho Chi Minh Control. Expect the Dayhouse 2 hotel arrival. I'll start your descent in about 10 minutes.
Expecting the Dala 2 hotel arrival. Bamboo Niner 501.
Control, good evening, Vietnam Airlines 749 Whiskey Heavy, maintaining flight level 390. Ho Chi Minh Control, good evening, Vietnam Airlines 749 Whiskey Heavy, maintaining flight level 390.
Airline 7499 Whiskey, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified. Good evening.
Temperature 29. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude. We will begin our snack and drink service shortly. Today we have some delicious options for you, including our famous spring rolls and refreshing beverages. After the service, we will also have items available from the Bamboo Airways shop for you to browse. Thank you for flying with us, and enjoy your flight.
And if flight following is requested, read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information call. Tan Son and Nhat International Airport, information call. 1300 Zulu. Wind 260 at 8. Cab OK. Temperature 29. Dew point 25. QNH 1006. Density altitude 1900 feet. Arriving and departing runways 25 left, 25 right. Transition level 190. Caution bird activity. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
Bamboo China 501. Descent via Dial 2 Hotel into Tan Son Nhat.
Descend via Dial 2 Hotel into Junction New Bamboo 90501.
Bamboo China 501. Green back correct.
gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Tanson Nhat. Please return to your seats and ensure your seatbelts are fastened. The use of lavatories is now not allowed. Thank you for your cooperation.
Heading runways 25 left, 25 right. Transition. You have information hotel.
Niner 501. Contact Tanson Nhat approach on 126.35.
126.35 Bamboo 90501. Bamboo 90501 Information Hotel, descending to 4,000 feet.
Bamboo 90501, Tanson Nhat approach identified. Good evening, Tanson Nhat QNH 1006. Expect the ILS runway 25 left approach into Tanson Nhat.
QNH 1006, expect the ILS approach runway 25 left into Johnson Nhat. Bamboo 90501.
Vietnam Airlines 978, descend altitude 7,000 feet.
7,000, Vietnam Airlines 978. On the departure, Vietnam Airlines 471, 3,000 feet, 4,000 feet.
Vietnam Airlines 471, roger, climb and maintain 14,000 Ho Chi Minh QNH 1010.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, Vietnam Airlines 471.
Vietnam Airlines 471, climb and maintain flight level 070.
TFDI 1, contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.1.
Descent 2,500 until established. Clear ILS, runway 25 left. Cathay 767 heavy.
Cathay 767, contact Tanson Nhat Tower on 118.7.
Contact tower 118.7, Cathay 767 heavy.
Bamboo 90501, descend altitude 3,000. Turn left heading 220 vectors for the ILS, runway 25 left approach. Easy 12.
Descending to 3000, heading 220 vectors for the ILS approach, runway 25 left, bamboo 90501.
Contact 118.7, easy 123.
Captain, cabin is ready.
The flight crew has turned on the fastest seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat
Ladies and
fasten
gentlemen,
your seatbelt.
as we begin our final approach into Ho Chi Minh City, please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we've arrived at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away, ensure your seats are in their full upright position, and fasten
We
your
have begun our
seatbelts.
final descent into
Our
your
Bamboo
destination.
Airways staff
Flight
will
crew
provide you
will
with
pass
information
cabin
regarding
and
your
extract
connecting
one
flights
final time.
once we are on the ground.
Please
Thank you for your cooperation.
Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat cushion. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Cathay 767 descend and maintain 3500.
3500. Cathay 77.
Bamboo Niner 501, proceed direct Tango Sierra 416, descend altitude 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 25 left approach.
Direct Tango Sierra 416, descend to 2000 until established on the localizer, clear for the ILS approach runway 25 left, bamboo 90501.
TFDI-1, climb flight level 280.
280 TFDI-1.
Scooter 306, contact hands from Nhat Tower on 118.7.
Tower on 118.7, 306.
Approach checklist, bio rep 1006 set. All rack off, minimum 341 set. All rack off, engine motor on approach checklist complete. Seatbelts on.
is now secure for landing.
Bamboo 90501, contact Hanson Nhat Tower on 118.7.
118.7, Bamboo 90501.
Birds, 25 left, clear to land, 767.
Cathay 767, welcome to Tanson Nhat. Contact ground on 121.6. Chelsea 1, contact departure. Departure. Transworld 178, contact departure.
Roger, switching departure, Transworld 178 Heavy.
Singapore 186, welcome to Tanson Nhat. Contact ground on 121.6.
116, Singapore 186.
Bamboo 90501, we are on final runway 25 left.
Bamboo 90501, Tanson Nhat Tower, wind 270 at 10, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Clear to land runway 25 left, Bamboo 90501.
Bamboo 90501, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Wind 270 at 10.
Clear to land runway 25 left, Bamboo 90501. Coming through, please take seat for landing.
Okay, Captain, I will check the cabin for landing.
Contacting departure Blighty 19 Lima Foxtrot.
Blighty 19 Lima, Foxtrot, contact departure.
Vietnam Airlines 403, welcome to Tan Son Nhat. Contact ground on 121.6.
Ground 121.6, Vietnam Airlines 403.
Check.
Above. Minimum.
Continue.
Light slope. Light slope. Light slope.
40.
Too low.
30,
Terrain.
20. Retard. 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 Retard.
Spoiler, reverse green, descent. Manual brakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 9:37 p.m. and it's currently about 29 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated.
Bamboo 90501. Welcome to
Vietnam Airlines 773 holding short runway 25 left, ready for departure.
Decimal 6.
During the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Vietnam Airlines 773, wind 270 at 10. Runway 25 left. Cleared for takeoff.
121.6, Bamboo 90501. Bamboo 90501, VR is clear off active runway 25 left. Request taxi to gates.
Airport. We hope you enjoyed your flight with us
All
today.
aircraft.
Did you know
India
that
now
Ho Chi Minh
current
City, formerly known as Saigon, is the largest
1006.
city in Vietnam and is famous for its vibrant street food scene? It's a food lover's paradise. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we
Bamboo
reach our final parking
90501.
position.
Taxi
On
to
behalf
Park
of Captain
76
Viet Vong Vey,
via
First
Sierra
Officer
7
Con
Victor.
Tran, and the
Have
entire
a good
crew,
day.
thank you for flying with Bamboo Airways.
All
The local
aircraft
time here is
information Quebec is now
9:38
current.
p.m.
QNH
We wish you a wonderful
1010.
stay in this bustling city.
Right 76 via Sierra 5 Victor, good day, Bamboo 90501.
Push and start approved facing west, Transworld 178 Heavy.
All aircraft be advised, information echo is now current. QNH 1010.
Hands on ground, good evening. Vietnam 648 with information India. We're in Airbus 321. We request IFR clearance to Manila as filed, please.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Tanzania ground, good evening, Singapore 749 Heavy, information Sierra Gate 16, request IFR clearance to Hanoi, Noi Bai.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Ground Vietnam 33 requesting taxi to the active. Vietnam Airlines 33, push and start approved. Face north. All aircraft, information Quebec is now current. QNH 1009er.
Ground Cathay 1518 ready to taxi.
VHS 644, ready to taxi.
Vietjet 644, taxi to runway 25 left, via Victor, Sierra.
25 left via Victor, Sierra VHS 644.